Welcome to Foxborough Cable Access Sports Talk. I'm Mark Stopa, and tonight we're going to talk about ice hockey, Foxborough High School ice hockey. And I'm joined by Coach Jim Genovese, Brian Campbell, Matt McCarthy, Sean McDonnell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Matt McCarthy and Rob Pelland, right?
Pelland.
Pelland?
Yeah.
Sorry, I added some inflection that wasn't necessary. Welcome to the show, and we're going to talk about some ice hockey. Now, I'll tell you quite candidly, I don't know enough about the ice hockey program here. I don't have any kids playing the sport, but perhaps you can all educate me. Coach, how's the team look this year?
We look pretty good. We have low numbers this year, 15 kids, but they're a good bunch of kids. They all work hard and do what we ask right now. And we had our first jamboree game Saturday, and they played a great hockey game, and we ended up winning 3-2. So it was a great win going into tomorrow night. We got Pembroke away, so
That's a great start of the season. Now, you're a new coach to the team, right?
I am my first year.
First year? Okay, and where did you come from,
I was
coaching-wise?
I was coaching in Braintree High last year, the JV hockey team, which is totally different. We have 45 kids trying out just for the JV team alone, coming here, working with only 15 kids, but it's a challenge, and I took it head on. And
well, as with most sports, you're at the mercy of how many kids you have in the town. Foxborough is a fairly small town.
Right.
A lot of sports going on, so there's a lot of competing interests, right?
Exactly.
Now, you have a background of coaching that goes deeper than that?
I started my coaching with Braintree High. My uncle is involved in coaching with the NHL right now. He's an assistant with the Chicago Blackhawks. So
it's in the family blood.
Right. Anytime I'm in a strum, I'll just give him a call and we'll talk. We usually talk twice a week, so it's pretty good.
That's a great resource.
Yeah, it is.
You played?
I did. I played at Marshfield High. I also played a couple of years at juniors, and I played at Suffolk University.
Okay, and now the high school program in Foxborough has just the varsity team, correct?
Correct.
But we're hopeful of building a deeper program.
Exactly. In the next few years, hopefully getting more kids involved and getting back a JV team.
Okay, in what league does the hockey team play in? Play in the Hawk?
Yes, it does. Yes,
okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Traditionally, all the same traditional Hockomock schools have teams there?
Yes, correct.
Now, do you have a problem where the other schools have the freshman and JV programs in the high school?
At the Jamboree, I watched a few other games in our league, and they had some numbers on their bench, and but we'll be able to compete with them this year.
Sure. Good young coach who knows what it means to play and has good experience, perhaps bring a lot of enthusiasm to the program and get the kids playing in the younger grades.
Right.
I guess you have a middle school team as well, right? Is that connected with the high school team, or are they kind of by themselves?
No,
They're
it's separate.
Yeah.
It's separate? Okay, so they don't fall under your purview at all?
Right.
Okay. Obviously, now this is Matt. You know something about the middle school team? They have good numbers down there?
As far as I know, they do have a little, not too many kids, but there are some kids down there. I played for them my 8th grade year. I only played 1 year there, and the coach was Steve Warriors. He was a good coach.
He's currently the coach?
I believe so,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, my understanding is that there's about 20, 25 kids playing in the middle school, so that's pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
Give you some hope going forward,
Exactly.
Coach.
Right.
Get those kids coming over to the high school next year, and bingo, you've got a JV team
Correct.
and a varsity team.
Right.
It's terrific. Your team this year is made up of how many seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen?
3 juniors, I think 8. 3 seniors, I'm sorry, 8 juniors, 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, I believe.
Yes.
So that's pretty good. And obviously 3 of the 4 of you are seniors. And the 4 of you you're the captains?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and again, that's Rob Pelland, Matt McCarthy, Sean McDonnell, and Brian Campbell, captains. And as I understand it, Sean, you're the junior in this group.
Yep.
It was very gracious and generous of these other gentlemen allowing you to be here tonight, not being a senior, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, the seniors, the 3 seniors, you guys have played all 4 years?
Yes.
Yeah. I only played 3. I started sophomore year.
Okay. And Sean, how about you? You played all 3 years so far?
All 3 years so far.
And do you share with me how do you learn how to play hockey? I mean, are there programs when you're a small kid that you get involved with?
Hockey's really a sport where you got to start young, because there's so much competition as you get older. It's really tough to really fit in once you get older. So you really got to start young, and you got to play year round if you really want to compete. So it's a difficult sport. It's really different than any other sport than like soccer. You know what I mean? Because you can play soccer whatever about hockey, there's you got to find different leagues and stuff. So it's a
Sure,
little more
because
difficult to
with
play.
some of the other more traditional sports, if you will, we have basketball, football, soccer. There are youth organizations in the town, and hundreds of kids play this sport. But you don't have that luxury with hockey, with
Exactly.
ice hockey, right?
Exactly.
So let's take you, Matt. Where did you learn how to play? Where did you get your
My
playing time as a kid?
my father was a kid. He always played hockey growing up, and he was the one who got me into it. I started skating when I was probably like 3 or 4 years old, and ever since then, I've been playing hockey. Absolutely loved it. It's my favorite sport.
Excellent. And Rob, how about you? How'd you get started?
My father taught me how to ice skate when I was younger, and as I started to get on, like, with better skating skills, he brought me onto the Tri-County Saints, and I think it was about 5 when I first got on my first team. And
What took you so long?
I don't know.
Just kidding. 5 on your first team. That's
Yeah,
that's great.
and from there on, I just played for different teams, and together with these guys, I started out with a junior high team with them under Steve Orius, me and Matt, same team together, and everybody.
Excellent.
Yep.
How about you, Brian?
I started sophomore year. Matt was playing hockey, and we were good friends, and they said they didn't have a goalie, so sophomore year he said I should try it out, and I've been playing ever since.
Now, obviously, you knew how to skate before you did this.
A little bit. Play goalie, so there's not that much skating.
I think the coach would probably take issue with that comment, but we'll leave that for a moment. And how about you, Sean? When did you get started playing hockey?
I'm the first one ever in my entire family to ever really think about playing hockey, and Matt's dad was actually my first coach, so I really got to know him very well and Matt all through the years, and just love the sport.
Excellent. Well, obviously, we have the Foxborough Sports Center in town. Is that where you guys play your home games?
Yes.
Oh, now, that's a fairly new facility.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Where did you guys have to go to play before that? Obviously, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning to go play. Or get ice
Really
time.
all over. When I was younger, I started playing in Taunton with the Tri-County Saints, like Rob said. And as I got older, I started playing for different select teams and stuff, and we traveled all over. Marlborough was where we were based out of for a little while. And then when the Foxborough rink was here, we were out of Foxborough, which was really nice because it was close to home, obviously. And
Junior high took place in Taunton. That's where we had all our practices every day after school. We would have to go to
So you'd have to drive to
the
Taunton to
rink.
practice.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I had always heard that playing hockey was quite a time commitment because of the scarcity of ice
Absolutely,
time.
yeah.
I guess it's always been that way, huh, Coach?
Yeah, it has. I mean,
Yeah.
when I was in high school, I had morning practices. Even over at Braintree, to fight for ice time, you have to get there at 5 o'clock. I mean, we're fortunate we have 3 afternoon practices. We only have to wake up early one day.
Yeah.
But when I was coaching at Braintree, it was every morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Foxborough Sports Center, that's quite a facility over there.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's
We
very
have our
well
own
run.
locker room there. It's great
Oh,
for
excellent.
the kids. I mean, when I was playing at Suffolk, I used to have to take my bag on the tee.
Yeah.
5 o'clock rush hour wasn't anything nice.
Yeah, well, it's dedication to the sport, right?
Yeah, right,
If you're
exactly.
willing to do those things, you can be a player.
Right.
Yeah. What's the toughest skill set for hockey players to learn as these kids are coming up and wanting to play?
I mean, skating's obviously the biggest thing. I mean, then you got to work on everything else that comes with it: stick handling, shooting. But if you know how to
have
skate,
to have the skating first.
right? I mean, you got to be out there, be able to skate out there, and then everything else you can pick up along the way. You can pick up skating. I mean, they all started at an early age, except for Brian, but he's not a bad skater at all for only a couple of years, so he picked it up pretty quick.
Thankfully, he's a goalie.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to go too far. How about you guys? What was the toughest the aspect of hockey to pick up? Was it the skating? Or did you all start so early that
I
it
was
was
so,
just
I was
first
so
thing?
young that I really don't even remember. I mean, I remember going to public skating when I was really young, pushing around a milk crate trying to stand up with my father.
Yeah.
And I mean, ever since then, it's just like walking. You know what I mean? Comes second nature to you after you've done it for a while.
Well, I guess that would be the secret. You're not going to get very good at the other skills unless you don't have to think about the skating part.
Exactly. I mean, to play hockey, you got to skate, pass, and shoot in that order too. Skating is most important. Passing, so you can pass to your other teammates. If you can't pass, you're not going to win a game. And shooting, so you can obviously score.
Yeah, and you don't score, you don't win.
Exactly.
Yeah. Coach, is there a particular emphasis on our coaching philosophy that you bring to the team?
Yeah, I brought a few different systems over that I've used in the past that have worked. I mean, we have a new forecheck than they used to seeing, and neutral zone, D zone, but it's just stuff that we practice every day to get better at, and they're picking it up pretty quick. And the other night they played so well, and they did what we asked as a coach and staff, and I was very proud of them. And I'm happy with the situation right now. They're just giving 110%, and that's all I can ask.
Sure. Well, obviously last year was a bit of a tough year for the team.
Yep.
Didn't enjoy a lot of success, scoreboard-wise.
Right.
But I'm sure you guys will take from that a much different perspective. I take it you all enjoyed being on the team and you all learned things, and it's probably that makes a good base for going forward and having a win already going through this season or into this season. That was your first game?
Yeah, it was a jamboree. It's sort of a scrimmage, but it's still.
That's all right.
I mean, it's huge for us. I mean,
of course, it's progress.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. At the end of the time period, you had more goals than the other team, and that's a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, your first hockey game is when?
Not till.
A few weeks from now. We
Yeah,
play,
2 weeks from.
So you have some non-league games?
First
Yeah,
game.
we have
2 weeks from this Saturday.
Okay. And when is your first game? Your next game?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
At Pembroke.
Pembroke.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a non-league game.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And how many non-league games, or how many games do you play in the season?
We have 18 on the schedule, I believe.
18. Wow,
Yep.
that's a lot. That's a lot of hockey.
Right.
And of those, how many are non-league?
I think just 4.
Just 4. You all towards the front end of the season? Or-
Yeah, actually, I think 3 out of the 4 are.
Well, that'll give you a good indicator where we are and how you're going to compete, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So, which one of you is the high scorer? Any of you very often? Well, I know you're not. Matt, that would be you.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, be proud of it. That's a good thing. Got to have scoring, right, Coach?
Exactly.
Now, I know that a lot of sports that I've been involved with, particularly as the kids are learning, there's a real emphasis on defense, and then you sort of feed off of that and learn offense coming off of that. Because if you can't stop the other team from scoring, then you're definitely not going to score enough goals. Is
Right.
that
We
pretty
work
much where
on
you
our
go?
D zone a lot. I mean, it's big for us to get the puck out of the zone this year, so we can create chances going the other way. But yeah, we practice D zone every practice, and it is huge. I mean, if they don't have it in our zone, they can't score. So it's huge to have it going the other way.
Certainly, and then you can turn and get the fast break going the other way.
Exactly.
And that's that what they call it in ice hockey? Fast break?
No.
No, what do they call it?
A breakout.
Breakaway.
Breakout
zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. You can educate me.
Yeah.
If I say something wrong, tell me. I'm happy to learn. A lot of difference between the high school game and a college game?
Just the speed. College game's a lot faster. It's but I mean, the high school's the best. It was my funnest time of the years. I mean, I loved it. I'm just having your school out there. You know, it was just a great experience. So, but the college game's just a little bit faster, and I mean, that's about all though.
That's the way most of the sports are. Everybody in college is a little bit bigger, a little bit
Right,
faster,
exactly. A little stronger,
a little bit more dedicated. If you
Right.
think you were working hard before,
Right.
wake up
And
because
plus,
you weren't going
in
hard.
college you have more time. You're only dedicated to that one sport, so
Right.
all year you're at it.
Yeah. Now, the difference for the viewers out there, the difference between a high school or college game and a pro game, for instance, they take some of the physical play out?
I mean, yeah, as you go up, I mean, it's going to get a little more physical. Like you said, they're bigger and stronger and faster, and they're more dedicated as you get up.
Well, do they are the rules put some restrictions on you at the high school level, or is it?
No, not the major rules. I mean, the penalties are still the same, stuff like that.
Besides fighting, it's basically the same game.
Right. Oh, I see.
After the strike in the NHL, there were a couple of rule changes which did change the game, but I mean it's still hockey.
Right.
I mean, some people see it's a totally different game. I mean, there are some rules that do change the game, but don't get me wrong, it's still hockey. I mean, I still love watching it.
Oh, it's a beautiful game when played well. No, there's no question about that. But you guys are student athletes, right? And that would mean there's an emphasis on being a student. We're all doing well with that?
Yes.
Coach, we make sure they're doing well on the student side,
Absolutely,
right?
yep, correct.
Because they've got to make the grades, otherwise they can't play.
Right.
And without big numbers, that would be a problem.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
Generally speaking, how many players would you carry on a team if you had the luxury of more?
Probably 20, 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everybody on this bench gets playing time, I take it.
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 forward lines and only 2 sets of D, so they're working hard in practice, so they get them back in shape. So
I guess the rule is don't get tired.
Right.
'Cause there's just no time for it.
Right.
But then again, they're young, so they can do that, right?
Yeah, as long as they're in shape, they should be all set.
You guys play any other sports besides hockey? How about you, Rob?
Hockey's my only sport I play.
Only sport? Okay.
Yeah.
Sean?
I play lacrosse too.
Excellent.
That's it.
And Matt?
I also play lacrosse. I'm a captain of that as well.
Okay. And Brian?
Football and lacrosse.
Yeah. Excellent. You've been playing those for as many years?
I actually started playing lacrosse in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Foxborough didn't have a youth program at that time, so we actually played for Mansfield in 6th grade. 6th and 7th grade, I played for Mansfield. Then when Foxborough had a youth program, I went over there and I've been playing ever since then.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a program that certainly has exploded, and there are lots of kids that are playing.
Absolutely.
I know a couple of my daughters have given that a try, and they've enjoyed it immensely. Yeah. Well, let's talk for a couple of minutes about the history of this program. Now, Coach, you're new to the program,
Right.
But in its current state, the hockey program has only been around for about 10 years, right?
Yes.
I guess there was no hockey program for maybe as much as 20 years, from the 70s on.
Right.
It was a way back. They did have a team, and then they discontinued it for a while, and they brought it back around 10 years ago.
Yeah, my understanding was that sometime in the 70s, I guess it was in the 70s, late 70s, for whatever reason, the program kind of went away. Maybe just a numbers thing,
Right.
not enough interest. But coming back 10 years ago, it's a hard program to develop.
Yeah, it is. We just got to get out there, and myself and the rest of the coaching staff are going to get out, maybe to the youth games, Banthams, and get them involved, get them to want to stay in their high school, because we lose a lot of kids to the Severians, the CMs, and things like that, and we just want them to stay in their high school and hopefully compete and do big things here with this program going forward.
Well, that would be obviously the secret. You want to make sure you're keeping those players, the players who are moving on, or some of the better players who are looking for an opportunity to be seen,
right?
So they can get a scholarship into college and so forth.
Yeah, right.
But that's still available here with Foxborough, right? You guys get enough exposure that if you want to play beyond high school, you have teams, colleges
right,
that are
and
interested.
There's so many college teams now, and Division III is unbelievable now, college, and there's so many junior programs around, so there's always going to be a place for that kid out of high school to play. And that's what I want to get out there and talk to the youth hockey kids about. I mean, they come with us, and they want to move on. They could go to junior program or Division III college. And
well, obviously, you
want
to make sure that enthusiasm and that interest is there in the younger grades,
right.
and get the kids involved.
Right.
And you guys got involved not so much because somebody was saying, look, we have this program, get involved. You guys just had a love for the game, and you went and did it.
Well, I mean, one of the problems is in Foxborough, there's really no youth programs as in soccer. I mean, there's a ton of soccer, youth soccer, lacrosse, ton of youth lacrosse, baseball. There's all little league and everything. But hockey, there's really none of that. So I mean, the kids really don't get any exposure besides at the high school level and then the middle school level. There's no really youth program that feeds for the high school.
And before the Foxborough Sports Center, the prospect for a parent with kids that might be interested in hockey was 4 o'clock in the morning, driving 25, 30, 40, 50 miles sometimes, investing in $1,000 worth of equipment to go see if your kid wants to maybe learn how to play.
If you're going to play hockey, you'll be totally dedicated.
But at some point, you just have to find out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But, now we've got the facility in town, young, enthusiastic coach. Now, who else was on the coaching staff? I didn't ask you that.
I brought over 2 guys that were with me over in Braintree, Chris Moy and my brother Joe Genovese.
Oh, excellent.
So, yeah.
That sounds like you have a good, enthusiastic team and perhaps bring good things to the program. And if you guys enjoy some success this year, some of the kids in the younger grades will see that, and they'll want to have part of that. I mean, I've seen that happen in other sports, where all of a sudden there's kind of a little mini explosion in interest because they see what you do. And as good ambassadors for the program, you'll attract the younger kids to come and play. But not everything is about playing hockey or just other sports. You guys do things other than play sports, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah? How about yourself, Matt? What else do you do? What other things you involved with at the high school?
I work at Going to Marciano's, a local sporting goods store in Mansfield. And I got the job because my brother worked there. And I absolutely love it. Great people over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still working on the weekends.
A little job experience is not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
Good discipline and ethic.
Yeah.
How about you, Rob? What else do you do?
Every summer I used to play hockey, but past summer I took off, and I worked full time for my friend's father. He has a restaurant, so I got experience there.
That's always an interesting experience.
Yeah,
Good
I like
people
it.
person.
Sometimes. Well, I'm mostly in the back, so on and out.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to be too much of a people
I don't
person.
have to worry about it.
How about you, Brian?
I work at the Chateau in Norton in the kitchen.
Oh, excellent. And you, Sean?
I'm a referee at the sports center.
Oh, excellent. So you never really get too far from the game,
Yeah,
then, do
I
you?
live there pretty much.
Yeah. That's terrific. Now, at the sports center, spending time there, apparently a lot of younger kids that are getting involved with the sport.
Oh yeah.
Are we seeing a renewed interest in hockey generally?
Oh yeah, I mean the ice time's booked up there. There's always somebody on the ice there. So
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean it's tough to get ice time anywhere now, so it's good that that facility is there. You know.
They give you a little bit of priority to get you in there?
Yeah, I mean we have the afternoon ice, so it's pretty good. I mean.
Yeah.
We're at the school practice every single day.
Yeah.
So besides Monday mornings, I mean, can't beat that, you know.
No, that's
Leave
excellent.
School, go right to practice.
Yeah.
Got our own locker room there. Get to keep all the equipment in there. Don't
That's a
plug it
that's a
anywhere.
nice touch.
It really
Oh,
is.
That's
yeah.
excellent.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the place you can call home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before all the players had to go to Bridgewater before, and
Oh,
I think they were all morning practices as well.
Bus left at like 3:30, I think.
Yeah.
In the morning, I mean.
When we came here as a freshman, you know, it's really great having the ice
Yeah.
rink right up the street.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that is an incredible benefit. Again, a place to call home. It's easy to get to.
Yeah.
And when you're on the, when you're traveling so far to other facilities, if you don't have it in your bag, it's not available to you. And now you got a place to go home. That's great. So what's your favorite part of hockey? What do you like best?
Favorite part of hockey?
Yeah.
Being a fenceman, I like hitting, so that's one of my favorite parts.
Well, if you're going to play defense, that would be a good thing to enjoy.
Yeah.
How about our goalie? What's your favorite thing? Because
Making
this is a
big
fairly new
save.
sport for you. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing?
Probably making a big save. Everyone counts on you when it comes down to it. It's just you and the shooter. So,
Yeah. You feel that pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to let your friends down, right? Or your
Yeah.
team. And your skill set is getting there, so you're having
Yeah.
some success?
Getting better.
Excellent. What do you think, Coach? Is he doing all
Oh
right?
yeah, he's doing great.
Excellent.
He's doing great.
How about you, Sean? What's
I
your
like the,
favorite part of hockey?
I like the psychological part of the game. Really making someone think you're going to do something, make them look silly by going the other way.
Well, like
Yeah.
other team sports, it really boils down to you against whoever you're playing against, primarily on the other team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the game inside of the game, right, Coach?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can if every one of you can beat that player at what you're doing on the ice, then as a
do all
team
right.
you'll have success. So how about you, Matt? What's your favorite part of hockey?
I like hockey because it's a fast-moving game, unlike football where play happens for 15 seconds at the most, and the whistle blows, and you regroup for 30 seconds. I mean, hockey is a continuous game. It's like lacrosse, and I also love scoring
Changes on the
goals.
fly and everything, right?
Yep.
They're
Yeah,
not even
exactly.
calling timeout for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it must be one of the more difficult aspects of learning the game, and just getting that rhythm and
Exactly.
figuring out
Right.
how not to hurt yourself
Exactly.
by
Exactly.
making the substitution at the wrong time.
Right. Oh yeah, it's tough. I mean, they're in high school now. They've been playing sport forever, and they catch on 45 seconds hard and off the ice, and they know when and when not to change. I mean,
Well, yeah. At this point, some of you guys have played literally hundreds of games, right?
More than that, probably.
Oh yeah, no question. Yeah, that's a good base for going forward. So, Rob, where do you want to go to school after high school?
School? Not really sure right now.
Not sure.
Looking around at different schools for culinary.
Oh, culinary. Excellent. Good for you.
Yeah, not too many in the area. It's,
Yeah.
it's few, but, thinking about Johnson & Wales maybe eventually.
They
but
have one of the better
yeah,
programs. Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about community right now. Start off, get the associates, and
Excellent.
see if I stick with it.
You don't want to play hockey beyond high school?
Where I'm going, they probably won't have a program, so
Well, but there's other opportunities, right?
yeah, with my friends.
I have
my
friends
friends
my
I'll
age
play.
who still go off and play hockey.
Yeah, I definitely play with my friends.
How about you, Brian?
I'm not going to college. I'm actually going to the Marines.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's excellent. When does that start? Right after graduation?
Yeah, I think I'm leaving in the end of the summer.
Excellent. Congratulations. Good
Thank
luck
you.
with that.
Thanks.
And how about you, Matt? What's up for you?
I would like to play Hockey in college.
Yeah.
I applied to all my schools, wouldn't hear back for them, and pretty much have my mind set on Westfield State right now.
Excellent.
Starting up a new program next year.
Yeah.
And so we'll see what happens.
Terrific. What do you want to do when you get out of college?
Gonna go into study business. So
Terrific.
see where it takes me.
And how about you, Sean? I know you're still a year, because you're the young guy added a bunch here. You're still a year away. You've given any thought to where you want to go to college?
I've looked at different schools, but I don't really know.
Yeah, it's
where
tough.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, you know, even when you start off in school, which is I'm a lawyer now, and I was a physics major when I first started, so you never know where it's going to lead you. Yeah. But how many schools have you visited? A ton?
No, like 5.
My oldest daughter's a junior. She's been at 14 schools already.
Wow.
It's confusing. I don't. There's so many opportunities out there, and again, so many opportunities for
almost
even
overwhelming.
for hockey. Well, most certainly. I mean, you sit down and you start going through the books, and now there's so much stuff online that it actually saves you visits and so forth. You start dialing in and punching in your wants and desires, and boom, there's 200 schools. It's like, okay, what do we do with that? But a lot of opportunity in college now for hockey as well, right?
Oh yeah, the Division III right now is unbelievable. It's great. I mean, there's so many teams, so many great teams. I mean, a lot of these kids after Division III are going pro now. So
No kidding.
oh yeah, it's getting a
that's
lot
excellent.
better. Hockey's growing.
Hockey is everywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean, Division III is recruiting just as much as Division I. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Wow.
So
That's excellent. So if you guys want to include a little hockey, and not too much hockey in the Marines, though, I wouldn't think. No. Any particular thing in the Marines that you're looking to focus on?
I'm going infantry.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I'm excited for Foxborough High School hockey. I take it the schedule is there a website that posts the schedule for the hockey team?
yeah, it's highschoolsports.net, I believe.
Actually,
Also,
I think there's a link right through the
Right,
Foxborough
yeah.
School sports page, right?
Exactly.
Just go to the hockey, and the schedule comes up and tell you what you guys are doing and where the games are.
Right.
And I would encourage the folks who are out there watching. You get many people come to the games?
We do actually. We got a lot of the students, and there are some parents there.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we
Well,
had a good number
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Well, I would
I mean,
encourage
it's always a lot of fun when you got a big crowd there cheering on.
Well, I would encourage the folks that are watching this to, if they've never been to one of the hockey games, to get out there and cheer loudly for you guys. And I
Absolutely.
wish you the best of luck. Continue the success. Congratulations on that first win, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
Again, this is Mark Stopa with Sports Talk and Foxborough High School ice hockey. And I was joined tonight by Coach Jim Genovese, Brian Campbell, a senior, Matt McCarthy, a senior, Sean McDonald, a junior, and Ron Pelland, sorry, I keep doing that, a senior. Gentlemen, thank you very much, and
Thank you for having
good
us.
luck for the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.